Yeah.
All right, so let's do some awards. All right.
Yeah.
Most.
We already did MVP, so
Yeah.
yeah,
Now
we know they're
do
gonna give it to Shai at the free throw line
for sure.
for his free throws.
You know what? This is not about that.
Go ahead.
Because I actually got a different perspective.
Okay. Hey. You
I
can change.
may
You're
not-
allowed to change your mind.
I may not give it a shade no more, but
Why not?
we're not talking about that.
Okay. What word do you want to do this?
So this one is most improved player finalist.
Okay.
We got Cade Cunningham, Dyson Daniels,
Yeah.
and
There's three normally fine. Who's that?
Zubac
From Clippers.
from the Clippers. I got Cade.
Why?
2 years ago, Cade, what, third year?
Yeah.
2 years ago, people took Detroit as a joke.
And they were a joke. Very bad. Very bad team. Fired coaches. All that.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, they're in the playoffs
Sure.
going against New York.
Yeah. And
Fighting
they
for
have
the
a chance. They have a chance too.
They definitely have a chance. They're scrappy.
Yeah.
They just remind me of the bad boy Pistons.
Okay. And you think Cade is
Isaiah. I think so. I definitely think so.
Isaiah would not like that.
I mean,
Isaiah
whatever.
Would not like that.
That's fine. So because of that, I got Detroit because 2 years ago, everyone just took Detroit as a joke.
But it's not with reason.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now, like, compared
No,
to...
I only said that because sometimes people be like, yeah, man, I didn't think I was going to be good. Yeah. It's like, yeah, we didn't. You didn't show any signs.
I always thought Cade was good.
Really?
I thought he was good.
Yeah.
But he make the players around, like, make the team good.
Yeah.
So because that, he was able to rally the team
around him.
You
feel that.
That's why. I mean, Dyson and Zubac, Zubac, I think he was okay, but he always had superstars around him.
Zubac?
Yeah. And then Dyson, I think
that's my pick.
I like Dyson. I actually
That'd
do.
be my pick.
I actually do. But
I didn't think I cared this much, but go ahead.
But I feel he had Trae Young, and they always been in the play-in. Like, they always had an opportunity.
Not his fault, though.
I'm not blaming Dyson at all.
Yeah.
But his circumstances are always was better than Cade Cunningham to this year.
My problem is I don't think you should give the most. This is the most improved. My guy, you were the number one pick. Cade Cunningham was the number one pick. There's no improve like we thought you like. We can't like. We saw people knew you were gonna be good as you are right now.
Yeah.
So what improvement is that? You're just walking in what we already thought. When they drafted Cunningham, I didn't know much about that draft, but I remember after I went back and I dug into the videos and like started to see it, and I'm like, "No, this guy's good."
Yeah.
Then he had bad situations, but most improved is somebody that we didn't think was gonna be good, right? Like, fam, Dyson Daniels is playing with Trae Young. You know how much I think Dyson Daniels should almost win 2 awards this year. He should win Most Improved, and he should win Defensive Player of the Year. He's been carrying. You know how much defense he has to play because Trae Young don't play any?
I believe it.
Dyson Daniels has to play so much defense because Trae Young is hot dogging it on defense, not trying to guard nobody. So now Dyson Daniels is fighting he's fighting hard to make sure that he's in the pick. Like he ends up in the action and they don't bring Trae into the screen every time. He's fighting. He's guarding the best player. And we didn't think he was going to be good some. At the end of the day, freaking Cade Cunningham was the number one pick. You can't give the most improved player to somebody who was already good.
But my thing, the number one pick, it all falls down.
So if Zion has a good year next year, we're going to say most improved? Bro, you Zion Williamson, bro.
But he barely plays.
But he's the number one pick.
But he barely plays.
As a number one pick, bro, you're not supposed to be in the improved thing.
But he barely
That kind of looks bad on you, dog. If they give this award to Cade.
I'm trying not to say nothing without us getting
I didn't think I cared this much about this, but I think if you are the number one pick should never win the most improved player.
Why?
Because everybody thought you
All
were
right,
going to
so
be
Bryce
good.
Young.
Yeah.
He went to the Panthers.
Sure.
He's number one pick, right?
Yeah.
His circumstance
was terrible.
So because of that,
he was terrible too, though.
He had no O-line.
He's 5'1", bro.
He's
5'1".
Why do you always want to play?
I'm bigger than.
Why
bro,
do you?
Bro, I'm bigger than.
Why
him, bro.
do you always want to play?
I'm bigger
hey,
than.
Come on.
Hey,
yeah.
Bro,
come
I'm
on,
not even
hold
like,
on.
bro. Like, I'm not even tripping, bro. Like, I'm legit bigger than freaking Bryce Young, bro.
Come on, though.
And I'm sorry, but I'm bigger than
but
Bryce
why you had
Young.
to say pause? Though,
because at the end of the day, bro.
Come on, man.
But that's not what we're talking about. We're here to
We're not. But it's like, come on, man.
We're here to talk about how I think if you're a number one pick, you can't be that.
But my thing is with Bryce Young, he was
Sure.
number one pick. His circumstance, he was placed in a bad circumstance
Sure.
to where the Panthers is viewed as a joke.
For sure.
Let's just say if the Panthers end up having a great year, would you be mad if he ended up being a most improved if there's a such thing for the NFL?
Yes.
Why?
They have comeback player of the year. I think if he
think that's what the NBA is. I think
no, it's most improved means you weren't good and then you improve your skill. Comeback means you just had a better season. So if it was the NBA, they had a comeback, I'd say sure, give it a K. But you give it a bunch of people. Like Klay Thompson busted both knees. Hey, or same the ACL. Two of them ACLs are
I think it's ACL.
yeah, ACL. You busting
so.
things. You'll come back. You're the comeback player.
So last year,
so if Steph has one bad season and they suck, and then the next year he goes crazy, you're gonna say he's the most improved?
He was able to improve his circumstance, bro. So wait, so are you implying last year Dyson Daniel was trash? Zubac
he got
was trash.
Say he was trash, but he got better. I feel like those two got better.
I feel like Cade Cunningham got better too.
But he was already good.
But he got better to where he was able to rally his team around him to get to the playoffs.
Okay, let's do this, right?
No, yes or no?
No. I kind of agree with what you're saying. But let's look at Cade's stats, right? Okay. Last year, and then Cade Cunningham's this year, right?
Okay.
Last 2 years. Because, okay, last year, right? Last year, Cade, this season, he averaged, I'm sorry, last 2 years, let's do comparison. Right? Because I don't like that. I don't think you should be able to do that. All right. Here we go. Last year. You ready?
I'm listening.
Okay. This year he averaged 26, 9 assists, 26 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds. Right? He shot 46. My guy. Last year he averaged 22, 7, and 4, bro.
Wait.
He went up 4 points.
Wait. 26.
1.5 assists.
Up or down?
Up.
Okay.
4 points up, 1.5 assists up.
Okay. What about rebounds?
He went from 4 rebounds to this year he averages 6. He had 2 rebounds. 4 points, 2 rebounds, 1.5 assists. That's the improved player, bro. That's the
yes.
You're the first overall pick, bro. The first overall pick going up 4 points, bro, and we're giving this man the most improved. When you got people like Dyson Daniel come out of nowhere, and he's playing hella defense, protecting Trae Young, bro, doing the dirty work. Come on, bro.
Nah, man. I'm sorry.
We can't give the number 1 pick most improved, bro. I refuse to accept that, bro.
Why not?
I refuse to accept that, bro. Because at the end of the day, you're sending a bad message. Hey, if you have a bad year, go ahead and no, bro. You can't do that. I don't think he should be that. And you know what's sad? They'll give it to him too.
Cade?
That's sad. Yeah, they'll give it to Cade.
He made
That's the
everyone
worst
around
part.
him look good.
Sure, but that's the number. When Detroit drafted him, they saw that. You could say that.
Yes.
When they drafted him, they saw him doing everything he's doing right now.
Come on, man.
When Atlanta got Daniels, bro, they did not think he would be the person he is today. And that's why he's most improved. Cade, when they drafted Cade, they said, "Woo, we drafted a franchise player who's going to take us to the playoffs and average over 25." And guess what happened to Cade?
How long
he did exactly that.
How long did it take?
That's his problem. That's not an improvement thing.
That's not
improvement is
all right, wait. Well, Malik Beasley, I think his name. Was he there last year?
No.
So Detroit had to make moves to help elevate his game and his team.
Yeah.
Around
their number 1 pick. That's their that's their first overall pick, bro.
Then why didn't Carolina do the same for Bryce?
I'm not a Carolina fan. Why are you asking me? I don't think Carolina's a good franchise.
I can't blame the number 1 pick. If the number 1 pick,
I can blame him for not getting better.
He got better.
And good. Bravo. Clap.
And
the number 1 pick in the NBA got better.
Wait.
And the number 1 pick. Wait.
Okay.
The number 1 pick got better. Clap. Bravo. You average 4 more points than you did last year, an assist and some rebounds. Now you're the most improved. Dyson Daniels, nobody saw him coming. He came out of nowhere and improved his game, and now he's going to be freaking all defensive NBA.
So let me ask you this. Scoot Henderson, what pick was he in?
Was he 2 or 1?
I don't know.
I think it was 1. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Do you think Scoot Henderson will have the same impact that Cade Cunningham has in 2 years?
Maybe. Portland looks good.
Do they?
At the end of the season, they looked good. They re-upped.
Because of who? Because of Simmons.
Shaden Sharp, Simmons. Simmons was hurt, I think, at the end.
And he came back. He made it.
At the end of it, bro.
My thing is what I'm pretty much.
So if Scoot does good in 2 years, we're gonna give him the most improved.
What's his number? No. What's his numbers right now?
Bro?
What's his numbers?
You're the number 1
What's
pick.
his numbers?
I'm not even looking that up, bro.
Why?
You're the number 1 pick. You're supposed to be
good. It's too different.
What's that one song? How you want credit for doing stuff you supposed to do?
It's too different. So are you college level compared to NBA level?
What does that have to do with anything?
It's It's harder to play in the NBA than college.
Duh.
So because of that, if Scoot averaged 10 in 2 years, he's averaged 25. That's not most improved?
That's improvement, but you're the number
so
1
you're most improved.
Pick. You're the number 1 pick. We should have saw it coming, bro.
Most improved. You just said it was
so LeBron went up more. There was seasons LeBron's went up more than 4 points a game. He should have won most improved? Stop it. KD went from nothing. No. So if you go from kind of good to MVP, you should also win the most improved.
They went to the playoffs, didn't they?
Who?
KD when he came.
Yeah.
The Detroit never went.
Because he wasn't good.
So now he's good.
That's his fault. It's not most improved for that,
you
bro.
Got it.
It's not most improved.
Cade Cunningham, he was there 2 years ago.
Give it to Daniels, bro.
He was there.
Daniels.
How?
Because you're the number 1 pick. People expect you to be good, bro.
Come on. Cade Cunningham.
I'm not. No,
he was
bro.
there
I'm not going
2
for that.
years ago.
We're not going. Hey, we're not going. Listen, all my young kids watching this, if you are a number 1 pick, you do not get to ever, ever win most improved.
That's crazy.
If you are a number 1 pick, heck, I'm going to switch it. If you are a top 5 NBA pick, you are never allowed to win most improved. You just have to win Rookie of the Year.
That's crazy.
And then you have to win MVP. Those are your leave most improved for people that we didn't think were going to be good and they improved. You not in that.
You
not in that. If you listen, all you young kids, y'all watching this, you lit, you balling. Do not ever, and you're in the top 5 pick. Do not ever think that you should be most improved. And I stand on that. I don't care.
All right, clip it.
Clip
it.
Nothing you could tell
clip
me.
it. All right, okay.
There's nothing you could tell
You got it.
me.
I'm done.
There's nothing you could
I'm
tell
done.
me.
I'm done.